It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Hello, Soul family. Jordan Peterson coming at you live from our Soul Studios here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. It's a little snowy, a little cold. I don't know this whole coming in like a lion, going out like a lamb, or vice versa, or whatever they got going on with spring here in Utah today. But whatever it is, it's cold and it's snowy. I hope you guys are having better weather wherever you are at. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. It looks like we got a great group on with us today. As always, chime in if you haven't already. Let us know that you are out there. If I look over here to my left, that's because I'm looking at the screen that shows all of your comments. And so it's good to be able to be with you this morning and see all of you here. Looks like we got 70 degrees in Michigan. That makes no sense. It's supposed to be warmer here in the desert than it is up in Michigan, but it is what it is. So far, so beautiful down there in Houston. I love it. Man, it's good. I'm just glad you guys are doing so good. Diane says it's 20 degrees and chances for snow in Idaho. We're kind of getting that string of weather, it looks like. Osvaldo's bragging it up again. 76 in Florida. Of course it's good down there, Osvaldo. Man, you're killing it. And in Louisiana, we got 74 degrees. Man, you guys are doing better than us. It was a cold, blistery day when I woke up today. And Rachel says it's going to be in the 80s in Palm Springs. Of course it is. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Well, I hope you guys had a great weekend. We started a new month since the last time I saw you. We are now into March. Can you believe it? We're already 2 months through the year. And it's kind of interesting because, as we've talked about before, usually by about the middle of February, all the New Year's resolutions have come and gone. And so I'm sure you're probably already looking at trying to start some new ones, unless you guys are better than me and you're already, you're still keeping on the ones that you made back in January. As always, like I mentioned, we want to make sure you chime in so we can see that you're out there, because we want to reward you guys for taking time out of your day, starting your Monday off right with a little bit of Monday morning talking success. And we do that by giving you some swag. And man, we got some good stuff today. Some of the favorites. You guys have some favorites. You like to use it all the time, show off a little bit what you got going with Soul, and that's exactly what we got here. We've got the fantastic My Daily Lift mug. We've got the fantastic Calm mug. And the reason that we love giving these out is that the drinks just taste better in the mugs that have their name on them, right? Or their category. So we've got a couple Cinemates, we've got a couple Renew Calm mugs, and I'll tell you what, they're awesome. So hopefully you guys are feeling great today and lucky so you can win some of this stuff. We're going to draw names for the SN Sweeps as always. And then we're also going to get you guys taken care of for being on live with us. So I'll move these out of the way so you guys aren't distracted the whole time thinking about how much you want to win them, as I probably would be if I were you. In fact, it's hard enough for me just to have this sitting here until I remember that it's mine. And then we remember that this show is brought to you by Cinemate, because what a great Monday morning drink. Even if it's afternoon where you're at, this is a killer. And it just helps you get all the nutrients you need for the day to keep powering through. The stamina gets amazing. So it's absolutely the way to go. Let's jump into now our rock and roll. We love to reward you guys with a little bit of recognition for the hard work you guys put into getting new people into the Soul family. And here we go with rock and roll. Coming in number 10, Ana Idoran. We've got Lourdes Lira Turbiartes coming in at 9. We got Daisy Pena coming in at 8. At number 7, Elvia Pinto. At number 6, Holistic Health. And then rounding out our top 5, Guadalupe Perez. We've got Jocelina Manjares coming in at 4. We've got Maria E. Ortiz coming in at 3. At number 2, Aurora Calvillo. And number 1 for the week is Eliza Endrick. Well done, you guys. It's always fun just to recognize you and see the hard work you guys are putting into bringing new people into the Soul family, as I mentioned before. So well done. The average order size for the last week was $226.91. Had to round it up. It was 90.7 cents. So we just rounded up to 91 for you, which is great, because it means we're on some fantastic packages that are giving you the results you're looking for, and you're helping the people. So that's what we love to see, right? We also have a great testimonial we wanted to show you as well. Says, Soul has helped me so much. More energy, better digestion, calm mind, but my favorite part, no more shoulder pain. I suffered with shoulder pain for about 10 years before I found Soul, and nothing worked. SoulFlex PI has helped me be pain-free, and now I only have to use it as needed for headaches, cramps, and other random aches and pains. So thankful to have found Soul. That is such a great testimonial. And that's one that strikes home for me. As a former high school football player, I've had my share of injuries. Shoulders are definitely my weak link. I've had 3 shoulder surgeries on my right one on my left, and Solflex PI keeps me functioning and moving along. If I want to do water skiing or wakeboarding in the summer, I just pop a few extra of those. But it's my go-to. Every night before I go to bed, I take 3 Solflex PI, and it keeps me feeling great all the time. I can play basketball. I can lift weights. I can do all the things that I want to do. And it just keeps the inflammation down, which is nice because then we can actually function in our lives and do the things we want to do, right? And so that's the thing that we love. Valerie says, love Solflex PI, total game changer. And it absolutely is. And it's so much more than just for the pain and inflammation from injuries or poor decisions that you've made in your life. It's also great about just anything we got going on with our health. As she mentioned, cramps, headaches, other random aches and pains. Life brings it, and we are able to help with the Solflex PI. So it's just so good. I love it. And we got some great testimonials coming in. Helps with arthritis and hips and knees, replace all the over-the-counter junk. So good, right? That's what we're looking for. Solflex PI is the best for all inflammation, even helps the gut. Absolutely, right? And that's what we love to see. We also have had some great input into our SN sweeps for the past week. We can't show you all of them, so we usually just show one of them. And this was a great one as well, coming in from Angela over in the Midwest. And here we go. It says, is stress impacting your sleep? Do you lie awake at night and can't shut off your brain? Or do you wake up in the middle of the night tossing and turning? And this might be for you. See below on how you can aid your body naturally. Now, how many people can relate to those things right there? Struggling falling asleep or staying asleep, right? There's so many things going on. In her comments there, it says, according to the American Psychological Association, 24% of Americans rate their stress as an 8 out of 10 or higher, up 19% from 2019. 33% report feeling completely stressed out no matter what they do to try to manage their stress. This surge in stress levels has been linked to a variety of health problems, including heart disease, obesity, depression, and anxiety, not to mention poor sleep. So what if you could help combat that by reducing your stress with adaptogenic herbs? These are special classification herbs that help balance the body naturally. This specific blend of herbs has helped address my brain in shutting down at night. I love that I can take this during the day as well to take the edge off, getting rid of anxious feelings and leaving me with more patience for my kids too. You can check out more on the blend here. And then she has some great things on there. And then at the bottom, she says, another product I like to pair with this for my sleep is Renew. And we've talked about that before. And we've got some great mugs there. Great use of hashtags, just all the way around. Just a great advertisement there, a great post. And it's such an interesting thing because if you think of the way she worded it, she's very specific on what she's trying to help and who she's trying to help there. And that's such a key thing because as I've been preparing my thoughts for today and looking at the different things, a question I have for you is this. What is the worst part about feeling like you are having something just sold to you? What's the worst part about feeling like something is just being sold to you? We've all been there. We've all walked into places. A lot of times you go into touristy areas and you have everybody just hollering at your name or trying to get your attention so they can sell something to you. Maybe you need to make a large purchase at some time. You walk into a nice store and they're trying to sell whatever, from cars to refrigerators to anything else. And you just feel like the salesman there just is looking at you with kind of a bloodlust in his eyes, looking for his next victim. And you're just not quite sure what you're going to get out of this situation, right? How do we feel about that, right? It's uncomfortable, right? The worst part is you don't know what I need, right? As Lydia says. Tammy says it's not personal, right? Denise, sometimes it almost feels like you're being bullied into purchasing. Dolores says it's a big turnoff. Lisa says it doesn't feel like they care about me. Valerie, that's all about the sale and they don't care what your real needs are. Kristen says they don't even ask if I have time to stop and chat. They just barge in, right? Erica says nobody likes being sold, but everybody likes to buy. Maria, you can see dollar signs in their eyes. And Terry says, my husband added NeuroIM to his Solflex PI, made a huge difference. Awesome. We love testimonies like that as well, right? Seashell Pony, we hate that feeling of being sold to. So a question for you then is, how do we overcome that when we talk to somebody? We are in the business of marketing. We're in the business of selling. So how do we put ourselves in a position where we're not having our customers or our friends or our family or our prospects or anybody we're talking to just feel like we're trying to sell them something, right? It's such an interesting thing to overcome. One thought that I've had as I've prepared this for the week is this. There's a lot of people that define themselves with a lot of things in life. We like to wear certain jerseys. We like to hang out with certain types of people. We associate with the state we're in, the city we're in. All these different things kind of add to who we are, right? When we're looking at our business, though, let's focus our business on the problems we solve and not so much the products that we sell. That will give you a mind shift as you're talking to your people of trying to understand exactly what their problems are so you can solve them, right? You're not just trying to sell them a product, you're trying to solve a problem. And there's so many great examples of this in companies that have come through just because of this, right? There's one that I think was really interesting. We studied it back when I was in my MBA courses called 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I think you've all seen the trucks before, you've seen the signs. The story goes, the owner of it, Brian, was in a checkout line at McDonald's and he saw an old pickup sitting there that was advertising junk removal. And he thought, oh, I could probably do that. I can make a little bit of extra money on the side. He invested $700 into getting his own pickup truck and started offering people the solution to their problem of, I don't have a pickup truck. I've got junk I'd like to take to the dump and I can't do it myself. And so what does he do? He starts removing it for him. Pretty soon he franchises it, takes care of it, takes it all over the country and all over the world. And now that company is worth about $600 million. They have about $600 million in revenue each year, just by finding a solution to a common problem that everybody was having. So when you're talking to people, let's make sure we're searching and trying to understand exactly what their problem is. And we're not just trying to sell them a product. Right? Let's figure out what their problem is. That's what I love so much about the stress quiz, right? They can self-diagnose what their problem is and put them in a position in order to move forward. Now, you may have conversations with people and they'll ask you what you do. And you tell them that you work with helping to eliminate stress in people's lives, you use adaptogenic herbs, whatever you want to say kind of for your elevator pitch. And then oftentimes you may have them say, well, why should I try your stuff? Why is it better than this? Why should I join your team? And I find that a really good answer to that is, well, I'm not sure you should. I don't know if you should. And that immediately takes away that pressure and that stigma of you're just trying to sell something to them. And the interesting thing you find about this is now, oftentimes, they'll actually try to sell you on why they should try your product or join your team, right? They'll be like, hold on, wait, what do you mean by that? Like, well, listen, we like to really help people manage the stress in their lives with natural adaptogenic herbs. And I don't know if that's a good fit for you. I'm not sure what you have going on in your life. Oh, really? Well, my life is extremely stressful. I've got 6 kids. I'm running a company. I've got this. I've got that. I've got that. Absolutely, I've got stress that you can help with. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, here, we got a trial pack you can try, right? Here's a package you could try. Oh, absolutely. Now I'm in, right? Now you're solving a problem, not just selling a product. And that mind shift is a huge thing for people. Same when joining your team. Oftentimes when we're trying to do this, we think that we want everybody to join as a specialist and be on our team. It's not actually true. There are individuals in your life that are going to take a lot more out of it trying to get them up and running in the business than they'll ever add to it. And you got to be careful with that. It's like anything else. There's almost like an application thing for anybody that's doing anything in life. But for some reason, when we look at network marketing, we think we just want everybody to join us, right? The homeless man on the street, Uncle Bob, who's never had a job before and is still living with grandma, who's not willing to work or do anything. Oh, he'd be a great one to add because he'll try anything. Not so, right? And so there's some great questions. If you can learn how to ask really good questions, with the number one being, are you interested, right? Then we can really move down that line to put ourselves in a great position. And that's what I love so much about what we've got going on Soul in the direction we're moving. That quiz is a game changer. It makes it so easy for people to figure it out themselves, and they're selling themselves on it. You're not selling it to them. They're answering their own questions. They get done and they go, oh man, I'm not as stress resilient as I thought I was. And maybe I do need something to help me. And that's what I love about that post that Angela made as well. People can do some self-reflection and think to themselves, I do wake up in the middle of the night all the time. Oh, I do have a hard time falling asleep. Maybe they do have something that can help me. And now we're defining our business by the problems we solve and not the products we sell. And then we can really change lives and help people move forward. Sound good? Awesome. We got a ton of stuff going on here. We need to show genuine concern for others, right? Make a connection with the relationship. Absolutely. We need to find out their need first and then feel it, right? I love it, right? Sue says, I love how Soul promotes caring for people instead of trying to make a quick buck. Absolutely. Tammy says, we chat with them and see what's on their mind, what they're concerned with, right? Absolutely. Ask questions to really be able to hear their needs We are paid problem solvers, as Lisa says, right? We're problem solvers, Maria says. Absolutely. Seashell says, focus on the problems we solve, not the products we sell, right? Erica says, yes, focus on the people and less on the products. That's what we're looking for. We want to be able to help people find the root cause of their products and really help them, right? Erica says, another good question to ask, are you coachable? That's a great thing, right? People shut down as soon as they think they know everything. It's really tricky to get people back in a good spot again, right? They think they have all the answers and not willing to change or grow or move. It makes it really tricky. So just some thoughts here, right? Why should I try your products? Man, I'm not so sure you should. Let's figure this out. What have you got going on in your life? And I'm not sure I should join your team. I'm not sure you should either. So what have you got? Are you interested? Are you coachable? Do you want to change? Do you want to make some money on the side? What do you want in life? And then you can really figure that stuff out. Asking good questions, showing some really active listening, and you're going to put yourself in a great spot. Sound good? Awesome. Now, with that, something cool that we can share that kind of takes away some problems for us for sure. We know we came out with the new Avant Greens, right? Advanced daily nutrition. We've seen some great posts on this, people getting their nutrition. A huge problem that people have is getting nutrition in every day in a timely manner. People are busy. They don't think they have time. So what do? They stop by a local fast food restaurant, just get something in their belly so it stops grumbling. Man, this is such a quick and easy way to help people get nutrition in. And how quick is it? I mean, you just pour it into some water, mix it up, and you're good to go. And not only do we want to help them with this, but let's also help them with something to put it in, right? And we've got this great Avant Greens tumbler right now, insulated. It's fantastic. And it's kind of a dual thing here. My wife loves these because if the opening's too big, it's hard to drink. It kind of sloshes around a little bit. So you got the smaller opening you can drink out of, but it's almost impossible to pour things in there. So you can actually take that piece off as well, dump it right in, easy peasy, and you're off and running. And it comes in a great accessory bundle, and you're able to really put yourself in a great position with it. We're gonna put that back on so you guys can check it out. Boom. And then you say to yourself, well, sometimes it gets a little clumpy if I just pour it in there and shake it up. So how does that work? Well, we got another thing to help you solve that problem. We've got this fantastic, I'm gonna bring this out too. So it has a little stand with it. This is our little electronic whisk. These things are game changers. If you don't have one, everybody should have one. We have like 2 in my house. We've got them here at the office. Everybody's using these things. And it's even branded with Avant Greens. Look how slick that thing is. I mean, everybody wants one of these. You just push the button on top. Super slick and easy. Takes care of all your drinks. Takes care of all the clumps. Nice little mixer. And then you're like, man, where am I going to put all that stuff though? How's it going to work? Well, we got you covered there too. Nice little Avant Greens bag. This whole thing right now, the extra accessory bundle is only $20 more than just buying this. It's while supplies last. They flew out the door when we first announced this. So if you want one, make sure you get one. We have some extras for you. So make sure you go on there and place that order and let your people know. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be interested in just being a part of this. So check out that bundle and you are going to love it. Sound good? Awesome. Everybody says, that is awesome. The mixture is so good. Absolutely. Colleen loves it. And yeah, I think it's a thing. It's a great thing. Kim says she loves the container, the entire package. Yeah, I mean, you've seen the other one. It's just a lot cleaner, a lot whiter, and also wider, and it's just easier to read, easier to put together. I mean, this whole thing is just fantastic, and there's some extra servings in there, which is awesome too. So that's what we love to see. We're always moving forward. The brand forward and it's continuing with Soul Naturals. We want to take care of you. So just know that we've got your back, and then you guys can then use the tools to help solve other people's problems. And that's really what we are. We are problem solvers, and that's what we love to do. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead now, wrap this thing up. We've got our little bucket of fun for all our SN Sweeps people. As always, you need to make sure that you are hashtagging SN Sweeps so we can find your posts and put them in here. We're gonna go 2 for 2 today. We're gonna do 2 from SN Sweeps. We're gonna do 2 from those that are on live. We've got all these left-handed mugs, and then boom, right-handed mug as well. So however you wanna drink, we've got you covered, right? I love it. So we're gonna start with our SN Sweeps, reward those who are doing the actions of posting and letting everybody know about Soul. I mean, gosh dang, there is so many people on social media right now, and they need to know about what we've got going on. So keep up the great work. We've got some great, consistent people that like to put in every time, and we're probably going to see some of their names drawn today because that seems how it goes. The first winner, we're going to go left to right as you see it. The first winner from SN Sweeps, Valerie Bledsoe over in Kansas. Congratulations. I saw you on earlier today. You've got yourself a nice little cinnamate mug. It's fantastic. You can't have enough of those. People come to visit, you make them a nice cinnamate. It is the best. Next up, we are going to go with the Soul Renew Centered Calm mug. It's got the nice blue inside too. You know, Calm's, the color for Calm is blue. And this is a great one. And the winner of that one is Becky McKnight. Becky McKnight, you've probably heard her name before. She's one of our consistent ones each week posting. Great stuff going on there. Now, the question is, are we going to see double? If your name's in the SN Sweeps and you're on live, you're also here as well. Let's see if we can get a double today. That'd be kind of fun. See if Valerie or Becky can win again. Everybody who hasn't won so far is like, no, I'd like somebody else to win, maybe me, right? So let's see what we've got. Mixing them up real good. And our first winner for our Calm mug, the centered Calm mug, I love it, is Cindy Sansonito. Cindy Sansonito, you've got yourself the fantastic little Calm mug. And last but not least, my daily lift. You know this is my favorite one. We got to do it last. Very similar to the one I got going on here. And the lid is fantastic. For those who like their cinnamate on the verge of boiling, it's not very fun to have that spill and get on you, whether it's your leg or your hand or anything else. So we want to make sure you're taken care of, right? And here we go. That one was kind of sticking to my hand, so we're going to pull it out and see who it is. We've got Tiffany Ramos. Tiffany R., you've got yourself the fantastic My Daily Lift mug. You are the winner today. Gosh, you guys are lucky. We got 4 winners today. Lucky Monday, March 4th. I love it. Hey, we got this new month up and running already. We've had growth. From December to January we grew, from January to February we grew. Let's make March another growth month. It's one of the fantastic months for network marketing. There's a lot of people out there looking to change their lives. They're not getting the results they wanted with their New Year's resolutions. They're realizing that financially they're not in the spot they want to be in. They're just needs and desires, and springtime brings new changes and new growth. So get out there, let people know what you have and the tools and the problems that you can solve. And my gosh, you're going to see some lives that are going to be changed as always. Sound good? All right, guys. As always, keep sharing soul. We sure love you, and we'll see you again soon.